Hey, what is going on today, guys? Sticks10 here, and we are going to take a look at the Nightmare Cup. This is our first look at the cup, and as you can see, cool logo there. And Nightmare Cup is going to be Dark, Fighting, and Psychic type. That's right, there's only 3. So, Battle Hero, you were incorrect in your prediction. And so, Legendaries, Mythical, Sableye, and Medicham are banned from this cup. So that means you cannot use them. Legendaries, Mythicals, Sableye, and Medicham. And so let's take a look at our fallen heroes here that will be banned from the Nightmare Cup. We got Mew, Lugia, Celebi, Sableye, Medicham, Deoxys, and then Cresselia. So definitely some good mons there, and probably the reason they did it was because they would be OP and everybody would just be running just those on their team. I think eliminating those definitely opens the meta. Alright, so let's take a look at pvpoke.com. We've got Spiritomb is #1 ranked with Ominous Wind. We've got Skuntank. We've got Toxicroak. Lucario is back again. Machamp with Cross Chop, which is Legacy. Alolan Raichu, which I am testing out right now. Shiftry, which with Razor Leaf actually looks pretty good. Alolan Muck. And then we've got Primeape, Poliwrath, Umbreon would be a solid dark type there. Hitmonchan looks like a pretty solid lead. And then Xatu, Gallade, Hypno with Legacy, Shadow Ball, Alolan, Raticate, Breloom. We start getting down into some of them that may not be good. But you can see Blaziken's on here at number 34. Claydol. Be interesting as a closer, I think. Solrock, Lunatone. So let's take a look at our squad that we've got right now. We've got Alolan Raichu. It's pretty cheap to power up, and also pretty cheap to get a second move on. I don't have the right second move right now, but we're going to try it out anyways. We got Skuntank, which was a carryover from Twilight, so I haven't invested anything in it. Lucario from Kingdom Cup. We got Xatu, which is a new one. It needs Ominous Wind, but having the double flying moves is definitely going to be viable in this. Toxicroak, of course, from Twilight Cup. He's back again. Hitmonchan, which you might have one from Boulder Cup, possibly. But I do say evolve it as a baby. Or, I mean, get a second move as a baby. It's a lot cheaper. We've got Solrock and Lunatone. Poliwrath. This one has Legacy Mudshot on it. It's going to help it. We got Jinx. I put it in there just to see. It does have Confusion, which is going to be good against a lot of the fighting types. We've got Alolan Muck with its dark poison typing. We'll see if it's any better in this cup versus Twilight. We've got Murkrow, which is actually pretty good because of its flying typing. Alolan Raticate, which is one I kind of built but never finished powering up. And I threw this in just because it has Confusion and Thunderbolt. I think we'll test it out and see if Giraffe Rig's any good. I don't think it's going to be, but at least test it out, see what's up. Spiritomb, here we go, the one that we've got. It's wrong moveset right now. It does need Ominous Wind, obviously. And then this is going to be our Shiftry at some point, once we get enough candy for it. So that's kind of a brief, like quick look at some of the meta Pokemon, or just Pokemon I have that are eligible for this. I think Alolan Raichu is going to be pretty solid, and then you're going to want a couple fighting types, and I think at least one flying type on your team, just as a general starting point. Here's some battles against D-Master Lance. Thank you for these battles. You can see we're starting off with Skuntank v Skuntank, so not super exciting here for our first battle. But you can see we both still have Flamethrower on our Skuntanks from Twilight Cup. And you can see we're just... I'm going to get off a Crunch finally. And that actually, you know, a pretty even matchup. Obviously, it's a mirror match. Not super exciting. he did use a shield, and there's Toxicroak taking it down, reminiscent of a Twilight Cup. But here he brings in Metagross, or Metagross. It might be good in this cup. It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure. Obviously, I've got Mud Bomb on Toxicroak, so I'm going to be doing super effective damage to it with the Mud Bomb, which is one of the reasons I think Toxicroak might be kind of good. And also, you'll see in a later battle against Alolan Raichu, it actually does pretty decent. You can see there, Toxicroak took out Lucario. I think Lucario is going to struggle a little bit in this cup just because it can be taken out by all the other fighting types because of that have counter, should say. So here's Xatu versus Alolan Muck. All right, he hits Dark Pulse, and so we're still trying to build up to Aerial Ace. So there we get off an Aerial Ace. We actually do a pretty decent amount of damage. Obviously, Ominous Wind is going to help out Xatu quite a bit in this cup, so I would definitely say that is a must if you're going to run a Xatu. And there we go. And oh yeah, I forgot, we had this crazy glitch. No Mons on the field at this point, but yet we're still doing damage to each other. And there he charged up something, Power Up Punch, so he's got a Lucario in against my, it was a Skunk Tank. So anyways, on to the next battle. Just a weird glitch there. I hadn't seen that one before. So here we go. Murkrow versus Alolan Muck. So we power that up and then switch out. Take the Dark Pulse with Hitmonchan. He switches out to Honchkrow. I think Murkrow is going to be a little bit better just because of the moveset and the fact that it can be a little bulkier than Honchkrow. And you can see I'm actually doing quite a bit of damage to that Honchkrow, but it does have Sky Attack, so that does do quite a bit to any fighting type. But I think Drill Peck on Murkrow is going to be good as well. So definitely something to look at there. He brings out Lucario versus our Skunk Tank, and we're going to hit Flamethrower, and that's going to be the end of that Lucario. He still had a shield. I was kind of surprised he didn't use it there. And then we've got the semi-mirror match there, but he's going to get that Dark Pulse off, which isn't going to do a whole lot. We'll hit a Crunch, and he's going to shield that Crunch, and we're going to get taken down with some fast moves there. And Murkrow comes back out fully loaded with a Drill Peck, and you can see it takes down the Alolan Muck. So just some interesting battles, at least to get you guys just thinking about some team matchups. Obviously the meta isn't fully developed and definitely more testing is needed, but I just wanted to at least show a few battles. Here's a Solrock. It's an interesting choice. I don't think it's going to be that great. Obviously it has double rock moves. Not great against the fighting types, but it could be good against something else, like flying types, obviously. We're going to hit our Ice Punch here. I actually didn't have the right moveset on this. I have since changed it to Power Up Punch on this Poliwrath, so we'll be testing with it some more. And obviously it has Mudshot, so it's doing okay damage, but it's not doing as much as Counter would to that, because Poliwrath doesn't get Counter, I believe. And there's our Raichu, and you can see if we could get to that, I think we would have taken out Toxicroak, but he gets a Mud Bomb, which is super effective against us, and that's the end of that. So guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the Nightmare Cup, what you guys have seen that might be good. And this is just a brief overview, very like first look kind of stuff. Like we threw together teams and just kind of put them together there just to see what would happen. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks again for watching this video.